Hi guys, welcome to Daddy and the Don. Today it's week 19 of the English Premier League. It's the Boxing Day fixtures and we've got the punditry team back after their short break to give you all 10 fixtures. We're going to start off with Liverpool versus Leeds and it's going to be brought to you by the Bear.
So my first game this weekend is Liverpool versus Leeds. I mean, to be fair, this is probably going to be quite an easy game to predict. That's if it actually goes ahead, which it should do. Seems though the Premier League have agreed to go ahead with the fixtures. You know, Leeds came off an absolute 7-0 battering against Man City. And to be fair, I can't see anything other than a Liverpool victory. I don't think it'll be as big a demolition as Man City versus Leeds, but I do think that will be quite an easy win for Liverpool. So I'm going to go for a 4-0 Liverpool win.
Wolves versus Watford. I think Wolves should win this game. But Watford, well, you never know which Watford are going to turn up. They've won 4 games already this season, but alarmingly, they've lost 11. And with just 1 win in the last 5, 4 defeats in that. Anything can happen. But really, Wolves at home, they should have beaten Chelsea probably last weekend. I think they would win 2-1.
Hi guys, my game this week is Burnley v Everton. Burnley hasn't played much recently due to COVID and they haven't won a game since beating us Brentford, which was a while back now. Everton are also struggling with form and injuries, and to be honest, both are very average sides with no confidence at the moment. So I expect the game to be quite tight with not a lot of goals. So I'm just going for a 1-0.
I got Man City versus Leicester. The champions of the Prem are on form. They are top of the league. So whoever plays them will need to do an amazing job to get a result. And Leicester, they're alright, but they haven't been consistent yet this season. So I'm gonna be nice and simple, not beat around the bush or anything. I think it's a home win to City, 2-1.
Hello, week 19, Norwich Arsenal. I think for me, this is only going to end one way. It's a away win for Arsenal. I mean, Dean Smith's come in, done an okay job at Norwich. I picked up a few points. I don't think they'll stay up long. I can't see them getting anything out of this game. Arsenal seems to have had a good run. Got themselves up to 4th, so fair play to them for that. I think it's just the games against the big teams Arsenal seem to struggle against. I mean, but Norwich should be a win for them. They're in a good run, good form. I mean, Norwich at home, maybe that might help them a little bit, but I just can't see them winning a game. I think they'll have a few chances, but overall, I think Arsenal will be too good for them. So my prediction for this is going to be Norwich 0, Arsenal 2.
Week 19 fixture, Tottenham versus Crystal Palace. Tottenham on decent form. Draw last time out at home to Liverpool. They'll take that. A few wins before that against teams that they should be winning, especially at home. Still not convinced by them. I still think they need some signings in January. But Conte's going to make them better and better, and they'll probably finish in the top 6, no doubt about that. Top 4 is definitely a possibility. And I expect to win this. No disrespect to Palace, but I think Palace is going to be hard to beat. They seem to play much better against the bigger teams, and Tottenham are one of the bigger teams. Frustrating though, they don't always win when they should win. And sometimes they're not at their best, but if they can come here and frustrate Tottenham and play the counter, they've got some great young players, Sahar and Gallagher, then they can definitely get something from it. I'm actually going to think Tottenham might actually win this, but at the same time, I don't want them to win this for obvious reasons. So I'm actually going to go for a draw here. I think this will be a draw. I'm going to say 1-1. I think Tottenham will get a first go and Palace will equalise near the end. Yeah, 1-1.
For week 19, Premier League predictions are being given. West Ham versus Southampton. This game, again, West Ham, they have been dropping slightly. Southampton are looking very poor right now. Obviously, I know you guys think, and I'm not sure, I'm going to go down the middle. But I think the West Ham will edge this. I think the home fans will get them across the line. So yeah, West Ham will be winning this game 2-1.
Right, so we've got Aston Villa versus Chelsea. Aston Villa have turned their form around somewhat since Steven Gerrard's come in, so he's hit the ground running, flying start. Chelsea, after a fantastic start to the season, they've gone a little bit flat lately, not keeping the clean sheets they used to, not really scoring goals. A lot of the defenders and midfielders are chipping in, strikers, a bit of an issue. I know they've had COVID problems and injuries, but not getting a lot of goals from the strikers. Lukaku doesn't look fit. So I can see this sort of flat run continuing for a little while. I'm going to go for a draw, 1-1. Don't think it's going to help anyone out particularly, but 1-1 draw, both teams getting a point.
Brighton versus Brentford. I think this has the makings of a potentially really exciting game. I think Brighton have more ways to set up. It depends whether they look to get on the front foot and attack. Obviously, we know Brentford, that's their MO, that's what they're going to do. So it'd be interesting to see. It'd be interesting to see how Brighton choose to deal with that. Whether they look to sit back and break on the counter, whether they look to go more possession based. I don't know if they have enough pace to work the counter, but I think they'll probably look more towards possession, and it'd be interesting to see how Brentford set up in terms of cutting the passing lines, whether they can press effectively. I think that's going to be key to this game. I think both teams have had peaks and troughs in their form. Maybe they're starting to find some sort of consistency. They've been unlucky with some of the fixtures they've had. Brighton were somewhat unlucky against Wolves. So being at home as well, maybe they can squeeze a draw out. I think it's going to be a difficult game for Brighton. But if Brentford play to how we know they can play, then it's going to be a difficult day for Brighton. So having said that, I think I'm going to have to go with a 1-0 Brentford.
Newcastle, Man United. The Eddie Howe effect hasn't worked. In fact, I think they've got worse getting rid of Steve Bruce. I don't see any potential for them. I'm really, this is season where I think they're going to go down, and I was always one to say Newcastle will get out of it. But even Man U haven't been in the best form. I just can't see Newcastle getting anything out of this game. I don't think there's going to be many goals. I'm going to go for Newcastle United 0, Man U 1. Ronaldo will score a goal in the second half.